Hey, what's up? I'm gonna try and do a quick run through, then conclude with some thoughts. Run through of my day, that is. So first off, had class, that which was really nice, just preparing for some exams, and then after that, went straight to go do laser cutting for the gifts of the whole council members, because Thursday was our last meeting day. I wanted to kind of complete them with these, at least like a token of appreciation. I really couldn't think of anything, so what I thought of, like make a good variation of, and can have like some sort of meaning is avatar symbols, as coasters, as tokens, whatever you want it to be. Um, and the original plan was that I would laser cut them in the open lab being in the library. But then what happened, I scheduled the appointment, had a plan, it was gonna take around like 2 hours, 3 hours, and it was gonna work. But then what happened was that the laser cutter, they had a problem, so it wasn't gonna be ready by Monday. So I had to make a quick pivot to another makerspace, and then that caused a whole bunch of issues, but got done. Thankfully to the people at the makerspace, they were very helpful. They helped me with the design, make sure it worked, make sure it looked nice, and eventually end up with stuff like this, which is really good. And then from there, I did the Ice Bucket USC Mind Challenge, which was really nice. And then from there, had my inauguration for the whole executive board of SGB thing. I think that was really cool. They're really amazing people at the on the team, from the executive board to the committee chairs. I think they're really gonna be great people. No, I'm gonna get into the idea of getting to know people in a minute. But I think I was really happy. I think it was weird because I don't know, just like it was very formal, which was something I wasn't used to. I guess like it felt very serious in a sense. And then we had to do an oath, and I messed up the oath. Like they sent us the oath beforehand, but I hadn't memorized it. And I think I got like, I don't know, maybe I had like some vision in my head of how I was gonna say the oath, so it kept on messing me up, and I had to like read from the thing, like look back and forth. So I don't think it looked that nice. But I got the oath done, so that was really cool. And then from there, did the whole council last meeting stuff, and then I had to make like the slideshows, because the idea of it was meant to be like, okay, we're gonna guess who it is, so I'll like talk about the person a bit, have like a slideshow of some stuff about the person, and then just call them up on the whole fun thing, and it was pretty fun. So got all that done, and it's been amazing. It's been a bit busy, a lot of adrenaline highs. I think now I'm kind of like the adrenaline trough, or like depression, like the adrenaline has just crashed. Now like I'm trying to recover from that, because it's been a very busy day with a lot of quick turnarounds. I do think I'm really happy with just the overall thought of it. But something I was thinking about, especially after the whole no, after the inauguration and the whole council event, is that immediately after, it kind of just felt empty in my head, like emotionally wise. I didn't even like feel motivated, happy, sad, or anything. Just like it felt very gray. And I think to me, after doing something, I think a large part of it was just I'm just really busy. Really is over exaggeration, but I think a part of it is that how much I'm actually connecting with the people around me in these groups I work with. And I think that's something that I've been thinking about more often, but I don't think I've been doing a lot to address the issue. I think it's something that is going to be a continued hindrance if I don't like stomp it out, or try and build on it or whatever. I think what I think is interesting, like even going to SGB, like something that affected my campaign was I couldn't really think of anyone who wanted to be, if I didn't know anyone who wanted to do SGB of my friends. And even then, if I did, I think I would still feel awkward asking, or said, hey, do you want to be my vice president? I think that's why I ultimately didn't run for president. And there was also another reason I can't get into. But I guess that worked in my favor, because I did win the position for executive board member. With the whole council, they're amazing people, and then how I've gotten to know them a bit, but how much have I gotten to know them, I think is a question I'm curious about. I think the same thing applies to Nesby. Like I can do great stuff, but then like, what does it mean if I'm actually connecting with the people around me as much as I can? I think there's benefits to that in some sense. So I think it's something I want to work on. Obviously, I think there's benefits in the sense that, like, it just feels nicer. I know like when you just hang out with friends, it feels like much more fun. You just feel much more refreshed. And I think that's something that I think something in my brain is making me incapable of doing that, to reach out I think that's something I really want to think about more. Um, but yeah, I think that was kind of the concluding thought. But I kind of wanted I did more on a more positive note. So since the inauguration is done, since the whole council stuff is done, I think with whole council, what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and give them individualized letters. If there's time in my schedule, I think they've done a great job individually. We've all grown as people and as leaders. So I think just giving that final token of appreciation would be really awesome. But that's if time allows for that. Um, in terms of other stuff, it's really just exams. Um, and yeah, and then something big that I still have to announce, maybe on Monday or maybe this weekend. It's Easter. I'm going back to Maryland by God's grace. I think that's gonna be really awesome. But yeah, I don't know. I'm on SGB, have a cool badge. Let me go closer to the camera. I'm really hoping you use I want to use like a call badge and just like take it a place and say sting up main board or wherever, and then try and get something done. But apparently, I don't know if that's allowed. Oh my days. I don't know if that's allowed, so I'll try not to do it too much. But yeah, I think it's gonna be fun. Like I said before, it's kind of feels like an epilogue period for the freshman year, and that's kind of like it's weird to me because that means I'm less busy. Even though I said today I was busy, but like I'm less busy overall, and it leaves a lot of gaps. And it's like getting used to those gaps is something I'm learning to do. And I don't think I'm making the best use of them because I feel like when I have those gaps, I'm thinking about how like I have such large gaps of time to do nothing, I guess. And I realized like the next day, the stuff I kept been doing to prepare for the next day, I was meant to be doing those gaps of time. And that's something I really just have to take better advantage of. My Notion thing hasn't really completely fallen apart, but it's become, it seems like it's transitioning to the back burner of my mind. So I think I want to bring that to the forefront. And yeah, I think I might do one last Sutherland dorm thing. Just have like a nice message thing on the whiteboards. We're giving free Rita's ice cones tomorrow. Hopefully the logistics work out with that. But yeah, I think ultimately though, this is what was meant to be a concluding thought. With the connectivity thing, I still want to become more connective, be a more connective person. But also think I want to try pushing myself more. Like I've been thinking about it a lot. Like, oh, I've done these cool stuff. I've done a TED Talk. I became president of my dorm. I became executive board member freshman year. Got the most votes. All of that, right? And a bunch of stuff in between. Presented the national conference for undergraduate. So that was really fun. I think that was really fun experience. But all those stuff combined, and I'm just really grateful to God, my family, my friends, all the people who supported me. But I think what I want to do is just keep on pushing because I think there's a horizon of possibility. This sounds so weird. I think let me put it in better terms. I don't use the word horizon. There's a horizon of possibilities that like I'm getting a peak of. I want to see more of it. And I want to see all these stuff I'm capable of and surpass those capabilities. I think right now it feels like okay, I've done a lot of stuff. I've grown as a person, and now it's like I'm thinking of it like I don't know if it's aluminum foil or plastic wrap or whatever. Like I feel like I'm getting to the peak where like it's tearing of like okay, that 12 months ago wouldn't be able to do this. And now I've gone to that point. I need to pass that plastic wrap and just peer through it so I can get to the next stage and next horizon and just keep on going and going. I think there's some stuff I can already see to get there. Like when I give talks or speeches, I become very nervous, right? I think that's a part of, there's two aspects to it. I think there's the aspect of the mental side of, okay, you're nervous because you have these expectations in your head of how it's meant to go, like each part of like the outcome is meant to go, and another aspect is just the lack of preparation. I think I really have to work on those. So that's like one thing I can see that can even get me to the next level of just speaking in general, right? I think I've been seeing those improvements. I think I need to become more technical. With my technical projects, I just need to see more of those. I've done some cool technical projects in collaboration this year. I just thought about how, like in my New Year video, I was talking about having done a lot of like group stuff. I'm not really happy with that, but now I'm doing a lot more group stuff this year. But anyways, I've done a lot of technical projects this year in collaboration, but I want to kind of push that and kind of push stuff to have more impact on people in general. That's not something I could explore. I think it's not even like a thing of, oh, I don't have the skills yet. I do have the skills. It's just a matter of seeing myself create something that people use in their day-to-day life. So stuff like that can just get me to that next level. I want to continue pushing and see where it goes. But besides that, I have nothing else to say. So have a great day.